This is a CBS2 News update. I'm Alice Gaynor. We are following the developing details out of Texas right now, where as many as 10 people are dead, most of them students, after a school shooting. Investigators have identified the suspected shooter as 17-year-old Dimitrios Pogorchis. Police say the 17-year-old opened fire inside Santa Fe High School early this morning. Students described the chaos after the first shots were fired.
Fire alarm got pulled. I thought maybe it was just like, popping of something, like an explosion or something. So I was like, whatever. But then when I heard the next 4 shots, I was like, no, it's not an explosion. That's, gunshot.
I shouldn't be going through this at my school. Like, this is my daily life. I shouldn't have to feel like that.
An unknown number of explosives were also found at the school and off campus. Pogorchis is in custody, and another person has also been detained. This is the nation's deadliest school shooting since the February attack in Parkland, Florida, that killed 17 people. We're learning new information about the woman who leaped off of a Midtown hotel building with her 7-year-old son. We're told Stephanie Adams was in a custody battle with her ex before she took the deadly leap. Happened just after 8 o'clock at the Gotham Hotel on East 46th Street. A worker at the hotel tells us the mother and child checked into the penthouse yesterday. As many as 32 people injured when 2 buses collide in the Lincoln Tunnel. The collision happened just as both buses were coming out of the center tube this morning. Most of the injuries are described as minor, with a handful of serious ones. We are told none of them are life-threatening. Grief counselors are on hand this morning at the Eastbrook Middle School in Paramus, New Jersey. A 5th grade field trip ended in tragedy yesterday when a school bus and dump truck collided on Route 80. A student and teacher were killed. The husband of that teacher, Jennifer Williamson, says he is in shock and totally crushed by this tragedy. 43 others were injured, some critically. Sources say the driver was attempting an illegal U-turn when that bus hit the dump truck. Happening today, jury deliberations begin in the corruption trial of former Nassau County Executive Ed Mangano and former Oyster Bay Town Supervisor John Venditto. They're accused of taking bribes from restaurant mogul Harendra Singh. Prosecutors say in exchange they helped Singh secure county contracts and town-guaranteed loans. Mangano's wife, Linda, is accused of lying to federal authorities about what they allege was her no-show job at Singh's restaurants. Defense lawyers claim Singh repeatedly lied on the witness stand. A possible breakthrough for the 10 million people who suffer from chronic debilitating migraines. The Food and Drug Administration just approved Aimovig. It's the first in a new class of long-acting drugs available in an auto-injector similar to EpiPens that a migraine patient would inject once a month. The drug will cost about $6,900 a year without insurance. Some of the side effects include minor colds and respiratory infections. We've got some new video from overnight showing lava erupting from the ground on Hawaii's Big Island. A new fissure opened last night, spewing ash and smoke 30,000 feet into the air. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, most of the debris fell close to the explosion site. This is the 21st vent to form since Kilauea's latest eruption back on May 3rd. All right, taking a look at the weather in our area, here's meteorologist John Elliott.
Hi, everybody. Let's face it, this has been a rough weather week. Deadly storms, all kinds of damage, and numbers below normal, lots of rain. Friday, for part of the area, is actually brightening up a bit, and much of the area stays dry, but central South Jersey, you're still wet. And then that moisture rolls through the area. Rough timing for your Saturday. That's damp and gray. Warmer on Sunday, but still a chance of a pop-up storm.
Hours away from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's big day, and the princes took some time to greet their well-wishers. Harry and Prince William came out of Windsor Castle a short time ago to say hello to the crowd. We're also getting some word about some unorthodox elements to this royal wedding. Mark Phillips has more.
For some, the pre-wedding party has already started. Music courtesy of a local high school band. Harry and Meghan made their way to the rehearsal yesterday. Much has been made of the fact that Meghan Markle is used to being under the public microscope, but showbiz was never like this. This comes with horseback military escorts from the household cavalry. There will be a strong military element around the wedding associated with Harry having served. The betting is he'll be in uniform himself, although that raises protocol issues over his beard. Stay tuned. So now we know that Prince Charles will walk Meghan down the aisle, but there is still the question of what the tone of the service will be.
Oh, my brothers and sisters, just tell them about love.
Michael Curry, the American Episcopalian bishop, will give the sermon. Probably not in a style the hallowed columns of St. George's Chapel, Windsor have heard before. Here's a taste.
It's about love breaking into this world and transforming it.
We do know something about the cake being prepared by London-based American baker Claire Patak. 200 Amalfi lemons, 500 organic eggs, apparently.
We have a lemon sponge, a lemon curd filling, and then an elderflower, Swiss meringue buttercream.
That was Mark Phillips reporting. That's a lot of lemons. All right, make sure you check out the royal treatment we are giving the CBS New York Instagram account today. We're rolling out continuous content all day long. Trivia, interviews with experts, including a former royal chef. Also some hidden gems around our area that may give you some regal inspiration. Just follow us at CBS New York. All right, now to a sight you don't see every day, a pig on the loose in the Bronx. Check this out. A 2-year-old Kalamazoo. It's a 60-pound pot-belly pig. On Tuesday, he got out of wherever he was being kept and began walking the Morsania section. Well, police collared Kalamazoo and contacted the Animal Control Centers of New York City. The NYPD says no one came forward to report Kalamazoo missing. He was then transferred to a sanctuary farm in Westchester. All right, that is your CBS 2 News update. Make sure to stay with us online, on social media, and on TV for the very latest.